Hello, my beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome to your horoscope forecast for the month of December. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and thank you to my members. I really appreciate all of your support. And if you guys would like a live person read with me, or you'd like to take one of my classes, or you'd like to get my deck, The Eye of Zen, go to my website, which is right here, jenniferwalkerzen.com, or check out the description box below. All right, my beautiful dolls. So we're first going to talk about astrology, but of course we're not looking at charts, so just check the sign you always check. Then we're going to talk about what you need to know for December, and then we're going to talk about your love life and career and finance, and then some advice. If you guys like it this way, you want me to continue this way, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. And hello if you're new here. My name is Jennifer Walker Zen. I'm a psychic intuitive, and I'm brain trust since 14 years old. Hello, welcome. All right, so let's first start off with your astrology. So how's Aquarius astrology going to be effective for the month of December? My cards need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. So the great thing about these cards is this is a new deck I'm using, and they do have the words on the cards. However, I am also going to first, before looking at those words, I'm going to just talk to you about the sign itself, which is the first card is the sun. And then I'm going to listen to my intuition about what I pick up on that particular card, and then we're going to talk about what that card says. Okay, so sun is representing father energy, happiness, more or less respect, and it's about confidence. It's also the fifth house, which deals with creativity. And what am I picking up on this particular energy? I feel like this particular card speaks to me of being careful about, Aquarius, about your self-confidence. I feel that this card is speaking to me about, okay, so this, we're going to go a little bit further on this, but I'm sure we'll get to this in a second, but there's something about a family situation that may affect your self-confidence, okay? So it's kind of like an ego thing, a triggered thing, and it's interesting because we'll talk about the next card, but the card itself says, concern about gaining respect and things being brought to light. So that makes complete sense to me, because that's exactly what I was picking up. It's like something that's going to trigger you about a family situation. And the next card is Uranus, which for me talks about some type of, like almost like the Tower card energy, like a massive change, and it can be like generational, something generational, because outer planets are always generational, like long-term generational things. What do I pick up about that? I feel like somebody is being very stubborn, like kind of like in a box about this situation. But the card itself says there's going to be an unusual, unexpected change, and you're going to look at things in a different way. That does make sense. Okay, Taurus is next. Okay, so Taurus is the house of family, resources, okay, and food. So what am I picking up on this? I do feel like there's going to be some type of issue around family, but I feel like for some reason a mother energy or motherly kind of energy is going to kind of intervene on this situation and kind of pad things over. So the card itself says resources and being practical and trying to be productive, resulting in being very productive. Okay, so let's keep going. So far, what do we have? There's something that's going to trigger your ego about the situation, unexpected change around these resources or family. Okay, so South Node it's like K2 energy. K2 energy can be very spiritual. It can be surrendering to something like the Pisces energy, but also South Node is about past. So what am I picking up on this? You're going to get wrapped up in the situation from something from before, or old memories of the past, which makes sense, right? We're dealing with December. That's dealing with holidays. There will be anxious energy and concern about trouble about this. Okay, now we got the seventh house, which could deal with relationship or partners. So this unexpected change or this situation that may be brought up could be surrounding somebody you're with. Okay, the card itself says balance and cooperation with partner. And then we have the final card, which is the third house of siblings, short distance travel, communication, and social media writing. So there's something that I feel about a phone call. That's what I feel like. There's something about this phone call. And if I look at what's above that, it's something about this family situation and this phone call, or something about money or resources in this phone call that's going to be real vital to this situation. So what's the card it says? It says, making the right connections, an idea that's questioned, and getting your ideas going. Okay. So what do you need to know for the month of December? Let's find out. What does Aquarius need to know for the month of December? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Okay, there's going to be a lot of focus on work and love, and someone who, ooh, what's going on here? Is there some kind of work romance? Beauty and attraction. Things are going to go in your favor. You're going to reconnect with people you connected with from before, and there's going to be something about lack of courage, or something about, again, your ego that's going to play a part from dealing with somebody from before. Yeah, money, resources, again, is coming up, and we see something about this abundant situation and needing to take a break or vacation from it. Okay. So now let's look at your romantic love life. All right, so what's going to be my Aquarius's romantic love life for the month of December? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Let's find out. Okay, there's an influence of an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Your advice is, well, your advice for me speaks of this understanding that there is this unknown about an opportunity. But it's almost like you feel like you have clarity about it that's being dangled in front of you. Listen to your intuition about this. Okay, bottom of the deck, travel, an offer of love or vacation, offer of love, and someone who's going to speak to you about some kind of concern about sabotaging this decision. Well, it's really just aligning with your astrology, isn't it? Okay, so coming up here, and we're going to break this up into parts. This is going to be the first half of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. So the first three cards is the beginning of the month. But I'm going to clarify this as well. So there's definitely a focus on money here coming up. Now, this money situation is going to cause a state of confusion in your romantic love life, because there's this concern about someone holding a grudge. Four of Pentacles energy. Okay. What's going to be my Aquarius' romantic love life for the month of December? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on? So you get a surprise about this money situation. And someone wanting to end this state of confusion, and them wanting to change something about this greedy energy, a sense of a grudge about this, but it's definitely some issues surrounding money here and resources. That's going to have my Aquarius' romantic love life for the month of December. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Okay. Yep, money situation is going to be coming as a surprise for you guys this month. Someone's definitely feeling obsessive about wanting to end this confusion. And there's this concern about this person holding a grudge and wanting something to change and healing this situation. Now, let's talk about the middle of the month. You guys are getting a lot of attention, Six of Wands energy. Things are going to go in your favor, blessings. When it comes to this situation where there was a sense of guilt or regret, there's going to be, now Ace of Pentacles, this is tangible, okay? Obviously, I talk about this in my tarot class, that I know I've seen a lot of readers like, you have a huge offer, there's a huge potential for the future. A lot of times the Pentacles, if you think about it, there's four elements, okay? You got air, and you got water, and you got cups. Excuse me. You got air, wands, okay? So you got air, fire, water, and pentacles, okay? So thank you, okay. What's going on with me? I need some more caffeine or something. So each element, if you think about it, goes into the harvest, which is the Ace of Pentacles energy, okay? So like different seasons, if you think about it like that, okay? So things build upon it. So winter is like swords, okay? And then, you know, you got to water things that grow, which is cups, spring. And then the fire element here, which is summer. And then you go into the fall, which is the harvest, pentacles. So you're harvesting something like fruit, okay? So that's how you have to think about pentacles. They are tangible. Money, family, children, long term, they can be gifts. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the holidays, the middle of the month. You could be getting a gift, a tangible gift from somebody. And it looks like there's also someone giving advice here and trying to be hopeful about the future. So I see with the Four of Swords energy, there is somebody who's heavily thinking about you in the middle of the month and wants to get some kind of knowledge about if you are, about this ex-partner, okay? So there's this money situation and a lot of obsessing about how to fix this and these regrets here and feeling a sense of guilt and trying to have a hopeful outcome even though there's like some kind of ex-partner surrounding this, okay? So because the person coming towards you is, there's a sense of overthinking, a strong obsessive attachment. But above that is this Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, okay? And there's something about these secrets and unknowns, and this is what I picked up on this particular card was that there's somebody that's dangling an opportunity, but there's still some unknowns or something about this situation. And if we look at the bottom of the deck, there's this concern about the sabotage of this person when coming with an offer of love because of this. I feel like there's some kind of travel decision here that causes some kind of regret. Okay, so, and I see that, money and regret. So I see by the end of the month you regain your sense of confidence about this money situation and these friends, and you're hanging out and having a good time with friends. You get the sense that you went around in a big circle here by the end of the month because of this infringing party, and you're defensive now about getting hurt. There's a truth that's going to come out here by the end of the month, and them telling you, I want loyalty and devotion to you, and you're going to be in a state of shock. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of misconception here because of an ex-partner infringing upon the situation, but it's going to work out in your favor because you're just going to surrender to the situation and there's going to be a massive change. There's going to be a fixing of this ex-partner situation and you're going to be in a state of shock how things go in your favor. Okay, so let's move now to, it makes sense because you know what happens sometimes? Let's be real about it. I've heard this before from family members that have experienced this, where when the holidays come, you know, sometimes the family invites an ex. Because, hey, we're still friends. Like, what's the big deal? And here you are bringing another person, right, to this party. And there's a real issue because it looked like it was ex and friend, right? So ex-partner was friends. So possibly friends maybe with a sister or a brother or something like that, and they invite them. Now that makes sense because we go back to astrology, what happened there? It was going on like there's some kind of issue presenting itself around that situation. So yeah, so it looks like some kind of drama is going to happen because of that. Okay, so, but it's going to go in your favor, don't worry. It's going to work out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay, so what's going to happen with my Aquarius's career and finance for the month of December? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Cards I need to see. Okay. Okay, so there's an influence this month of a younger water sign. The problem is dealing with something from before. And your advice is, this represents saving something, holding on to something, keeping something to yourself. That's what I feel like, keeping something to yourself. Now, when I think about the way things would work as far as how I would present, like as far as the people cards, as far as people you work with, this would be like kind of like a staff accountant or an intern, okay, someone possibly new, if they're not a younger Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it could be a staff accountant or an intern is influencing something that's happening here. So I see there's a real focus again on money, and you're being given some kind of tangible, possibly some of you guys may be given some kind of bonus or something here. There is a little bit of procrastination going on, which I'm not surprised. We're dealing with the holidays, so that's not surprising to me. So you're doing the work, and you get some kind of tangible opportunity there, and there is some procrastination going on. Okay, so what's going to happen in Aquarius's career and finance for the month of December? Show me cards you need to see. Show me the cards I need. 2, 3. Okay, main person. Okay, so this opportunity you love, or this possibly this bonus you love, and there's good news. Yep, this could be a check. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so by the middle of the month, you're coming out of a difficult cycle. Things are going in your favor, and main person is actually dealing with, and let's just talk about it. Main person, you, and there's this concern about things going in your favor and feeling a sense of pride about this. Now, this Emperor. Now, we talked about the fact that if you look at pages would be like interns, staff, okay? Queens are more like the second in command, maybe supervisors. Kings are managers or people in charge, but emperors are owners, okay? So there's something about this owner situation here in the middle of the month that actually is going to be very hopeful for you, okay? So you're concerned about being prideful about the situation with this owner, but actually it ends up being very hopeful for you. Okay, so by the end of the month, there is some kind of sly, slick energy, yep, cat's card, and some stagnation because of this older feminine. And I see this new or naive or wanting to take a risk here to fix the situation with this person. Okay. So I'll tell you what happened to me, because this is very interesting, because this is also a situation that happened to me over the holidays. I don't know, guys, some of you guys may not know that I used to be an accountant, okay? So it was over the holidays, actually, okay? And anyway, there was some kind of miscommunication about some work that was supposed to get done, okay? And it was over the holidays. There was miscommunication. I almost got reprimanded for it, but I explained the situation to my boss. And my boss is like, oh, okay, I see what happened. And I didn't get in trouble for it because there was just miscommunication that happened because of the holidays and everyone was caught up in whatever they were doing. There was no emails or whatever. There was a lack of communication around that. But the person that was accusing me of that had a confrontation with me. Okay, and that's kind of what I feel like is going on here. Okay, there's some kind of work, money situation and ending this difficult cycle, and someone lies, and we see you're being given an opportunity, offer, or something tangible, something about love, but then we see this prideful energy of this person who makes you kind of stuck in the middle. And I see there's overthinking going on, but then good news when it comes to this boss about resolving this. Okay. And some of you, there could be an influence of a staff accountant, a staff person. I'm not saying you guys are accountants, but a staff person and or an intern. Okay, so it's saying something about this younger energy or someone that doesn't have high rank in the company. Just like before, just know that you'll be able to hold on to the situation, that there's not going to be issues or holding a grudge about it. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles energy. But anyway, that's what I feel like, kind of like what's going to happen here, because There's going to be some type of miscommunication because of this holidays, and people are, you know, trying to rush to get things done so they can go and do what they got to do, you know, go where they got to go and travel where they got to go. You know, it happens. So anyway, let's give you guys some advice. Can I have advice for my Aquariuses when it comes to what they need to know for December? Show my cards in need. See? Show my cards in need. 2. C. Some revelation's going to happen. Something's going to come to light for you. Be open and honest. Listen to your intuition about this. Focus on the capacity to love, and things will come to light in your achievement. Focus on a sense of harmony and accepting the situation. You'll get what you wish for. I almost feel like that's your advice for your career and finance. I really do. Okay, anyway. Of course, you guys don't have to take my advice if you don't want to. I love you guys so much. If you guys like it this way, you want me to continue this way, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys another day or two. Have a great rest of your next couple days, and I will see you guys soon.